No, it happened in like 2 days. It was like in one day he had a patch and it just kept spreading around and around, hit like around his neck, up on his head. Hey guys, welcome back to the BubblyPetz channel. I'm Isla. Today I'm gonna be talking about molting. If you guys have seen my bird so far, it may look like he's kind of balding on his head and neck area. This is nothing to worry about. It's just molting. So pigeons will molt once a year, and this is typically from August to November, and they will lose a lot of their larger feathers, like their wing feathers, their tail feathers, and you may see patches missing feathers. This is actually the worst it's been that I've ever seen with him in molting. In the past, he's not been losing giant patches all at once, but you can see that already the pin feathers are growing in, so there isn't anything wrong. For their smaller feathers, if you ever see they lose them, those small, fluffy, spiky ones that stick to everything, those types of feathers can actually be molted year-round because they aren't considered the most important types of feathers. While your bird is molting, this takes a lot of energy and nutrients from them, so you want to make sure that you're feeding them a higher protein diet. Just like the other day, I've started training my bird every day since weeks ago, and usually I would do like flight training. So I'd have him I'd tell him to come to me and he would have to fly to me, and I would do this over several varying distances and sometimes long distances, down steeply or up, and sometimes he's just tired. He just doesn't want to do it. Today he wasn't really feeling like flying much. I had to go get him and just have him step up to bring him here because he just didn't want to fly, and he would coo and tell me to come back. So if they're tired, don't push them too much, especially people who race their pigeons. During molting, it can be hard. You don't want to push them as much as you would. So since I've never seen him molt this bad, I got a little worried. I would see piles of feathers on the floor. They'd be everywhere. They'd be all around the cage, and I'd be like, what's going on? Why does he look bald, really bald? And I was kind of freaking out, and I was looking online about it. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, turn on that notification bell so you won't miss any future uploads about animal care. As long as your pigeon's acting healthy, it's been eating, it's all its food, getting all the nutrients, you can see that there's no irritation around the area where they're missing the feathers, and you don't notice any bite chewed or hot parts on the feathers or holes, which could be a sign of mites. As long as you don't see tiny red dots along the base of their feathers either, then it's likely that they're fine, they're just molting. Also, while your bird is molting, you want to make sure that you provide them daily with a dish to bathe in. This will help keep their feathers clean and help them feel a lot better. So you may be wondering how the weather, or if you keep your pigeon indoors, how that would affect their molt. And I did say that generally it's once a year, but this can actually vary on your pigeon's age, on how much daylight they're exposed to, if you keep them indoors but there's not a lot of sunlight that they see. It can also depend on, yes, the weather. So if they do molt 2 times or more, it's usually dependent on those things. Okay, so if you're wondering how fast your pigeon may lose its feathers, well, for me, there was one day I was looking at him and he looked fine. The next day, I see he's missing more feathers on his chest, and that's usually the first sign where I see if he's losing feathers there, because it'll be bare since he has those feathers that fluff outward just because of his breed, so I just see it more if he's missing feathers there. But then the next day I saw he had a patch on his neck, and I was like, that's a lot, and it just kept spreading around and around, hit around his neck, up on his head, and it was it happened pretty fast within a matter of days. But I think it's only been at least a week, almost 2 weeks, and it's stopped. It's pretty much stopped all that mass feather loss. So I think it really depends on your pigeon and the type of molt they're going through. Okay, so if you guys have seen my pigeon and you were wondering what breed is he is an old frill, and he's not the variety where they have the even tinier beaks. If you can see his beak, he still has somewhat of a beak. There are, I think, the more modern varieties where they have, it's very flat. It's virtually no beak, and they have a lot of issues feeding their young, and usually the young have to be hand fed, but he's not that kind. And his coloration, he's supposed to be a black lace. Not quite black, it's really dark gray on his wings, but it's good enough, and I think he's a blondinette too. Black lace, blondinette, old frill. If you guys would like to see my bird in any future videos, make sure you tell me in the comments below.